When you put a name on your car, it has to mean something. Shackleton have been by my side throughout my journey. The relationship just feels really organic. They're a partner who've helped me approach my future with confidence. And that's why I'm proud to have them as my sponsor. I broke my neck in a car crash when I was 16 and it left me paralysed from the chest down with limited hand function. I made a promise to myself that it wouldn't stop me from doing what I wanted to do in life. So I actually found wheelchair rugby whilst I was still in rehab. I saw people like me being strong, being fast, and living independently. And that had a huge impact on my mentality of what I could achieve. I met people like me who were doing things that I didn't think possible to do in a wheelchair. And these guys took me in, they toughened me up, and they taught me how to live like them. I went from barely independent tetraplegic to fiercely independent athlete in the space of a year. And it was thanks to that community and that team showing me what I could do and making me believe in myself. I met someone there who had a passion for cars. He told me that his car was faster than mine. And I was having none of that. So he said, well, what about when we get back to the UK, we go on a track day? So finding out that I could drive my road car on a race circuit as fast as I dare and for that to be legal was something that I was really up for. I lost my passion for wheelchair rugby and then decided to see if it was possible for me to actually go racing. The next thing I needed to do was establish if I could afford it. So the first thing I did was I picked up the phone to Ed.
When I first met Nathalie, what struck me the most about her was how determined a person she was.
I met Ed around 15 years ago. From the minute that we met, I knew that he was the right person for me because he just seemed to understand what I needed in terms of the professional support, how it would fit into my life personally as well.
What I love most about building relationships with clients is when you get to the point where you truly have trust between the pair of you.
I said, I've got this crazy idea. What do you think? Can I do this? It's not a question that Ed's ever been asked before.
She wanted control of what she had, and my job first and foremost was to give her control and get her right at the centre of her own financial planning. Once she had control of it, we could then go about building her a plan of how she was going to manage her finances in the future.
So we did what we usually do, looked at my personal circumstances, he looked at what he knew professionally, and we decided I could go racing for 1 year before I would have to start looking for sponsors. So it flowed from the pipe dream into a reality that became my career, if you like. I couldn't quite believe that I'd got there, being surrounded by all these drivers that had been racing for years, all of them men, all of them able-bodied. I don't think it actually occurred to me until some years later what that meant to me.
It can be a career that's very high on expenditure and sometimes low on income. A good financial plan is making sure that Nathalie can sustain that career as long as possible.
My team is my support network that allows me to drive forward and achieve my goals. Being able to phone Ed and have that conversation, but knowing that the advice financially would be safe and correct. It's a relationship that I'm really glad that I've got, and I'm grateful that it kind of goes forward in the way that it does. It's always been in my nature to be competitive. Breaking my neck at 16, I kind of lost that a bit, but racing helped me reignite that. That marked a point in time where I made peace with my spinal cord injury because I knew from that point onwards that anything was possible. The motivation for me was the freedom I felt, being able to leave my wheelchair in the pits and compete on level terms. I was able to do something for the first time in my injured life in the same way and at the same time as able-bodied men driving with their feet, with me driving with my hands. And I was at no disadvantage, is something that I just fell in love with. I suspected that I would be the first female with a spinal injury who'd gone racing in the UK. I didn't know that I'd be the first in the world, and still am the only female tetraplegic racing driver in the world. I just want to be the best version of myself and do the car justice, and hopefully that means a step on the podium.
It's been great to support Natalie over the past 15 years and watch her achieve everything that she has. Through a lot of hard work and determination, the goals that she's managed to achieve and the challenges that she's overcome have been amazing.
I don't sing my praises very often, but I suppose if I could step back and look at it, I'm proud of achieving something that no one else has achieved.